Coming up on today's Retro Robin Show, we're going back to 1988 to re-review some more games. We're going to have a look at a couple of next games. That's right, we're going to have more Commodore versus Spectrum, and we're going to have a look at one of my childhood favourite games. It's all happening on the Retro Robin Show, so join me, coming up now. Hello and welcome to the Retro Robin Show with me, Wayne. So if you love a bit of 8-bit, then you're going to love a bit of me. What's coming up on today's show? We've got more Commodore vs Spectrum. We've got some next games. We've also got one of my childhood favourite games that I'm going to show you now, just to reveal a little bit more about myself. And we've got some re-reviews from the number 52 issue of May 1988 Crash, when Crash was £1.25. And it's there on the screen. So, without no further to do, 21 dog words still there, going, gone, not yet though. Okay, so what did Crash say about this particular game? Well, they gave it presentation 58%, graphics they gave it 55%, playability they gave it 70%, over addictive quality, so sorry, forget right in there, 68%, overall 65%. So, the producer was Titus, and the retail price was £9.95. All for Titus, so they didn't tell you who the coders were, but nevertheless we're going to have a look at it now. First thing you can do is you can select between 4 to 5 cars. Obviously the higher a car, the more difficult the level. It's effectively a racing game. Oh yeah, the P's pause. Keys are ZX, A and 0. It's a really easy game to control actually, scrolling's pretty smooth. It's pretty hard to come off the track because you can move the car quite rapidly. And if you hit the other car, you do a turbo boost just like on Knight Rider. You're meant to go around them, but you know, I just find it funny hitting them. Nice fast scrolling, nice scrolling background. It's not bad, is it really? Quite quick. It plays very fast indeed. And yes, this is the Spectrum Next clone, the Engo that I'm using at the moment. And in the background you can hear the Omni 128 providing the music. Did I just do a turbo boost then? I didn't even notice that. This is how I like my racing games, nice and easy. Whoop. To stage level 1, stage 2 already. That's pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty fast. You've got your speed in the top corner, your high score there. Time remaining is counting down. 41 seconds to go. And of course you lose all your speed if you bash into a car. On that particular occasion though I didn't crash. You don't exactly go rolling off, which is a good thing. I'm flying off there. Oh, I've already been done for speeding. Would you believe? December 31st. I pulled over for going too fast. One day left of the year. So if 2020 wasn't bad enough, I've got something delightful to look forward to in 2021. My mistake, to be fair, I was hitting the wrong button on the van. I knew a van than I wasn't used to it, and the controls for the cruise controls are actually on the steering wheel, and the radio controls are on the steering wheel, and opposite sides. And I was trying to turn the volume up, and I speed to the van up. Oops! I thought that van was pretty nippy. Oh well, we all make mistakes. Fortunately, I've got to deal with the consequences in the way of 3 beautiful pints and a big fine. Oh dear. So, what do you think of this game? Well, I'll tell you what. It seems pretty easy to play. It's quite fast. It's nice size sprites. There isn't much to the game. It seems to just go on forever though, and the background's okay-ish. But yeah, well, I'm not going to play it very well. I'm going to give it a rating. Oh, I'm jokering on. Right then, so 65% is what Crash gave it. I'm going to totally agree with that. I'm going to give it a 6.5. 6.5 out of 10. So let's move on to the next game. So here we go with the next game. The game is, of course, Cage Fight, which we're going to go up in a moment. Producer Entertainment USA, retail budget game actually at £1.99. P. Anderson and J. Ballard, I believe, were the coders involved in that. Presentation was 47%, graphics was 28%. Ooh, this is going down. Playability 12%, addictive qualities 14%, overall rating 15%. Ooh, that's bad. Oh well. We'll see what we'll make about it. Let's have a look at the game itself. It works on both the Spectrum and the 48K versions, not a problem. Right, first thing you can do is you can choose your player by changing that there. That looks like a frog. That looks like a Viking. What the hell is that? I think we'll go for the frog. Change your controls. We'll go for Kempston, why not? And we'll push enter to start. Oh, it's effectively a cage fight. You're going to beat him up. It's not very active. Don't know what's happening now because it's not letting me do anything. And it looks like I'm flattened already. Have this. Rapid fire on the button and nothing's happening. Oh, what's he doing? I just fell through the floor and the floor went multicoloured. What's all that about? Okay, what do I think of this game? Now, there's a bomb on the side of this called a nuclear bomb, and it's where you detonate it and you go to that. Yeah, it's rubbish. To be fair, I'm going to give that a rating exactly what Crash said, 15% overall. Big crawl, mate. I just dropped something. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10, not worth a try, don't bother. Let's move on to another game. So let's move on to the very next game. It's spelled K-A-R-N-O-V, Carnival. It's Electric Dreams with the producer. Retail price £9.99. £9.99. Do you know that always baffled me why they just couldn't say £10. Do you know, you'd give a £10 over to get a penny change. Oh, them days are still here. They still do it to this day. Just call it a reasonable price. Okay, so what can I tell you about this game? Well, its presentation was 77%, graphics was 84%, playability was given 66%. That usually bodes ill for me, doesn't it? If the playability is high, it usually means I'm pretty good at it. Well, maybe not. Addictive quality 73%. Overall rating was 76%, so we get a reasonable rating. So let's have a look. We're going to use the tap file, and of course this will work on both 48K and 128K machines. Not much to a first screen. And we've loaded the first level. And I'm scared because I know as soon as I drop down here, all sorts is going to happen. I'm doomed. Oh, I'm doing alright. Did I get that? Or did you? So there's something there you've got to collect, and you've got to jump over them to carry on. Scrolling's dreadful though, isn't it? Oh, I've increased my weapon size, have I? Okay. Don't know what he is, but I'm going to kill him anyways. It's quite a huge sprite. There's plenty of there's good use of colours everywhere. Something just dropped there, but I don't know what it was. It's quite a big game, isn't it? Much tiles in the background, isn't it? Well, apart from the scrolling, it doesn't seem to be that bad a game, does it? Oh, First touching on it though, do I get to continue from there? Yes. Oh, I'll start with a pathetic weapon mind. Oh, you can't do anything about that. You've got to be really fast on the old fire button, has to be said. I don't think I'm going to get much further. Just a little bit slow moving. You've just got to hit fire quite a lot, haven't you? Oh, I've just jumped into it. I like the overall look of it. It's got some seriously big sprites which must use a lot of the memory up graphically. You don't really notice any colour clash that's there, but what lets it down really is that dreadful blocky type scrolling, and I can see why it only didn't quite get a higher rating than it did, but in all, it's a playable game, which, you know, as you could see from my feeble efforts, that even I can do that far, someone's bound to do better. What am I going to give it? Well, let's just reset the computer. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give it a generous 7 out of 10, which is probably less than Crash gave it, but that's only my opinion. So let's move on to one of the first next games of today. So I've been looking forward to having a little review on this game since I've first seen it on one of the Facebook groups. It's got great sound, its overall look of it looks brilliant. So the game we're talking about is Delta Shadow, and it's available for download. You know, it's only about £3 or £4, but that's nothing for the game you get. Programmed, I believe, from Russia. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll just let it play through a little bit before we get into the game, and I'll start to play it and give it a rating and tell me what you think. It is, of course, next only. The year is 2207. Should be a larger screen. You don't need to see me, do we? There we go. Is that loud enough? Should I turn it up a touch? Turn it up a touch. So press any key. We want to change the controls, don't we? So choose controls. Right, I've got to remember what the keys are now. Okay, I think I've got it. Okay, new game. Are you sure? Yeah. You think I was going to get hard? Oh, listen to that music. Excellent colours and graphics. It's just... it doesn't feel like it belongs coming out of the 48K rubber keyboard sort of next clone. It's the seat, it's got a spring in it. Right, let's give it a go. Shut up, lady. And here we go, zooming across the highway. Wow, that was flash. Did you blink and you missed me? Love the sound. Oops. Oh, it's nice. presume we've got to destroy that. Lost a bit of energy there. Oh, lost a bit more energy there. Oh, is that a bit of extra life? Yeah. I think you've only got a certain amount of time to collect them. Jump off that. I don't think there's a fall too far, so you have no problems with that. It's like a boomerang he's thrown, isn't it? Yes, Retro's got this. I'm going to open up a can of whoop-ass. Last time I said that, I got my ass whooped. What's this? I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. It just reminds me of all the PlayStation games I used to play. Oh, straight into the... Yeah, it's really easy to control. You've got a fire, a jump, and just 4 directional keys. You can't touch this. Don't think I need to go there. Oops. I'm sinking down for some reason. Oh, I see there's something over there I've got to collect. What do you think? Is this worth every penny? I think it is. It's great sounding music, isn't it? And I was doing well to that last part, but I got slapped. Oh, did I fall off then, or was... Oh great, you can jump in mid-air and land on the ladder! Well, what do you think? Is it one you'd be interested in having a go at? Oh, something else here. I definitely like it, I must admit, it's... Oh, I was lucky there, wasn't I? Lab. I wonder if I've got to go in there. What was them? To do that, you press jump and down at the same time. Well, that was... Ooh. I don't think I meant to be down here this early. I like the way them robots appear. Oh, look, I'm down to my last bit of energy. Oh, it could have given me more than one life, couldn't it? Actually, I think you automatically save your progress of your game and it all starts from there. But, oh, you instantly start again. What do I think? I don't know if that's getting to the capabilities of the Spectrum next to its full capabilities yet, but I'll tell you what, it's certainly getting close to it, isn't it? And I thought it was an absolutely brilliant game, very enjoyable, very playable, love the sound, love the graphics, and really easy to get into as well. And if I can do it, well, anybody can do it. Yeah, the Retro Robbins is actually good at something. Well, I wouldn't say that. But one for you to give it a go. That's Delta Shadow, available now. Please give it a go if you've got a Next, you'll like that, trust me. It's not always about programming the Next, which I'm enjoying doing that as well. It's about playing what other people have programmed also. So let's move on to the next game. This is the game we're going to look at next. It is Alien. I'll forget the rest of the S and the rest of the name. Came out in 2019, released probably late in 2019. I've seen it played on other retro shows. However, I haven't given it a go myself, so I thought, well, let's get that itch out of the way and give it a scratch and give it a try. Unfortunately, I got the tap file, so I've got to wait a bit till it loads. Forever to load. I think we're there though. Any minute now, and it'll work first time without crashing. Wow. Right then, let's have a look what we can see of this game. Well, first of all, I like the loading screen. It looks pretty good. Obviously based, I wonder if it's got Ripple in it. It's not the 1st of March 2169, is it? Really? If it was that far in the future, how come there's still 1970s type green matrix type teleprinting? We're not asking that question? Oh, okay. Player's name. Okay. Why didn't you do anything? Oh, yeah, we'll redefine. Oh, go on then. So how do I do this? Oh, I'm straight to the game. So I've got the keys. Oh, I see. They're going to be the same as the... You know, before I proceed any further, I really need to find out what fire is, don't I? Oh, was I meant to... Oh, that opens automatically. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I know what left, right, and... So what's fire? Or don't we get a fire? It's usually B and N, isn't it? Yeah, N, and then B should be fire, is it? So can I get a weapon from here somewhere? I'll tell you what, the music's good though, isn't it? Just getting to grips with the game, learning how to play it. From what I've seen of it though, it looks pretty good. Can I get that terminal working, do you reckon? Ah! You can fall too far. I'll start all the way back here. Okay. This is the first time I've actually played this, so I'm never going to know what to do, but well, that obviously doesn't open, so we've got to get around that the other way. And I presume because I can't fire, I've got to get a weapon somehow. I like the overall look and feel of it though, it's pretty good. Now, is that a flashing light or is it something deadly? Oh, it's a flashing bulb. Oh, okay, we don't want to do that. Oh, can we redefine keys? Yeah. Aha! We're up. Grenade, shoot, and jump. Okay, yeah. No. See, okay, I'm getting in now. Okay. Does that mean that's open now? That's not flashing. Yes. Not that though. So there's something else I've got to do to get that open. I presume that this door's going to be open now. Yes. Oh, I like that. Oh, that cross, if you press up when you buy that cross, you can get yourself deck 1. So we're proceeding to the lower decks. And I'm going to die because there's no way I've got anything to shoot with yet, is there? So... And you don't want to fall in there because I bet that's instant death, but it's okay, what do I think of this game? Well, I think it's brilliant. No doubt about it. It's a little bit confusing what to do to start with, but once you get into it you'll learn your way around, and obviously I'm going to come across some bad guys sooner or later, and I can see one down there, it's an alien. Good sprites, aren't they? And I don't really want to go through that door, but that looks like it's deadly to me. Yeah. There's an alien in it. Oh! There's a space sucker! He couldn't get me, I've committed suicide. I'm going to enjoy playing that later. Am I the wrong side of the... No, I'm back where I'm... Not really back where I'm right at the start. You carry on from where you left off. What do I think of that game? Well, I want to give it a 9 out of 10. I'm definitely going to get into it and give that a good play. So, let's move on to one of my childhood favourite games. So I'm just going to reset the computer now. So here it is. One of my favourite games, of course, is Movie. And it's one I used to play for hours when I was younger. It was what I got with the Spectrum. It came with the Spectrum, and I've still got it now, and I haven't used it on tape for ages, but it was fantastic because it actually felt like you was Bugsy Malone even in a film, and after watching Bugsy Malone as a kid. I love this game. What's so special about it? Well, yes, it's an isometric game. It's got a great feel to it. It's the fact you've got potentially 2 women in it. One of them's a good one. It'll take you straight to where you need to go. And one of them will lead you on a bit of a red herring. You could set up directional control, but it was rotational. And very difficult to get a grip with to start with. The problem is with rotational control is you need to be fast, and if you're not fast you get hit by bullets. But yeah, you can just walk through and barge things out of the way a lot of the time. Into the table, just move out of the way. First thing you do is you get into here, you've got to click the gun because it helps to have a weapon. And I think because you have to go and pick things up, that's, you use that to fire, but then you've got to walk before we do anything else. And be quick on moving, because as soon as you walk through this next door, bang. If you ain't careful, he'll pull a gun on you. There you go, and then once you fire the bullet, dead straight away. But yeah, it was a great game. It was a lot better when I was younger, obviously. So, let's move on to Commodore versus Spectrum. That's right, we're going to see which version of this next particular game I've chosen is better on the Commodore or the Spectrum. So we're going to compare a split personality. Not like me, I haven't got a split personality. Well, at least I don't think so. So there's the loading screen of the Commodore version, which we'll have a look at right now while it's loading. And we'll compare it to the Spectrum version. And of course, we'll have a quick recap. Can't do that gag again. and you know the Commodore won the last round. It's been pretty neck and neck all the way through though, with either one going ahead, but nobody's really run away with it, and I am absolutely hitting these games at random, trying to keep with the more well-known games of course. Yeah, and of course this is one of my favourites too. I remember playing this a long time ago. There's been a new version of this come out which I haven't got. I must get for the Spectrum, so if anybody knows any files to it, I'll find them and I'll have a go. In the meantime, let's have a look how long we've got left to load. Not far now, nearly there. Okay. That just caught me by surprise. Oh, I see. Okay, so now we've got his face. She's a bit. Oh no! Look. That... Oh. Oh. Oh no! I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll leave that up there. Yeah, that's the part we want, isn't it? We don't want. Yeah, that can actually go across. Now I know what happens here. So if I send that across, I'll get that sparky thing go across. So yeah. Try and get this first level done. We can compare it. Are they in order? Yeah, come on then. Don't they supposed to explode? Oh. Find it tricky, but come on, get out of the way. That's it. Oh, that's part of the flag, isn't it? The Stars and Stripes, isn't it? Oh, I see. Oh, you don't got Ronald Reagan. I don't remember it being Ronald Reagan before. Okay. I used to enjoy this game. It gets really complicated as you get further on, because you get more of those little cracks which give you like a spark, and it can quite shoot you through. So we're just going to, with the magic of editing, pause this till I get further on. That was tough. The reason why it was so tough is, unlike the Spectrum version, it automatically shoots things out. So, with that in mind, let's load up the Spectrum version. Because at least the Spectrum version, you can press the button. So, that may be marked against it, but we'll see. Quite the same as the Commodore, except you can go in there and it doesn't shoot things out automatically. I would say the Commodore version is a bit tougher to play, to be honest. Ah! That's not what you want to be seeing. Ooh, just in the nick of time. Oh, don't want that here either, do I? What though, it's giving to me in the right order, isn't it? Well, that's perfect. It's the right one at the right time. Oh, as if I designed that to be there at that right time. If you've never played this game before, you want to play it. It's annoyingly good, but it's addictive as well, so I don't want that to yet. Do I put the nuclear bomb with the button, do I? Is that when I get the bonus? You don't get a time bonus though, do you? What's that one? That's the piece I don't want yet, isn't it? That's the piece I do want, so let's get rid of you. Don't need that yet, do I? No. Definitely need that though, so... Ah, that's what I was looking. It's It's already out there. Right, with the magic of editing, let's hold this screen a second. That was also tough. I ain't played this for a long time. I'll tell you what though, I'm pretty pleased to punch that I managed to do both of them. Graphically there's nothing between them. Playability, there is something between them. The Spectrum version is slightly easier. No real sound difference at either one, so what am I going to say? Here comes my verdict. Had to be, didn't it? It's just runs faster and it's a little bit easier, and because it's easier, you know, I don't like the fact on the Commodore one it throws them things out at you. Nothing really to choose between them. It's a close call again, but I'm afraid I just prefer the Spectrum version. Now, I'm not being biased because I picked some really good Commodore ones against Spectrum that I really wanted Spectrum to win, but I had to be fair and I had to judge these things as I see them. And I've got to be honest, something more romantic about the Spectrum. I mean, even that there has got no colour clash whatsoever, so the whole game was well designed to start with and it just plays a lot better. Yeah, really enjoyed it. And with that, that's the end of today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, subscribe and share if you do so, and I'll keep you with more videos coming up. We're not going to do Neil Kinnock, no way. And God, a day's gone by, eh? Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, great stuff, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you for watching Retro Robbins.